All right. Okay. Hello. Uh, January, January 27th, 2024. Man, good day overall. Not much to report. I also don't have a lot of time because I got to go back into the city to see a friend who's in from out of town. So, I only want to talk about one thing. Well, two things, one idea. I'm reading this book. Boop, boop, boop. It's called Making Movies by Sidney Lumet. And Sidney Lumet is a super famous director and passed away a while back. But he wrote this book. I bought it at Half Price Books like years and years ago, and I just was like, oh, this looks kind of neat. Kept it on the shelf and never read it. So I brought it with me from Dallas to New York this last trip, and I started reading it, and I am freaking, I love this book. I love it so much. And I'm like, all I've wanted, hold on a second. Jetty boy. Where was I? Okay, so anyways, I've been reading this book, and I've known for a long time that I wanted to be in film to some degree. Now, what that looked like, I didn't really know. As a kid, I mean, for as long as I've been like building little toy models out of like Connects or Lincoln Logs or Legos, I've also been creating little stop motion movies. This is, again, as a young child. But both of those existed in tandem. So film and architecture, to me, both of them existed. Both of them I have a passion for. Both of them I love. Makes it very hard for me to be the type of person who just sits down at a desk at an architecture firm and just like busts out work 8 to 10 hours a day, and that's the rest of my life. I don't think that is going to work at all. I think I will be a depressed, sad, angry man, and probably have a shorter life. So I really hope I go back in time and watch this one and see how I did in the last year or 2 or 3. But that said, I was reading this on the subway, and I am like, for the times that I've worked on movies, it has given me such joy and such life that like nothing really compares. I've shot behind the scenes for movies. I've of course shot photography for a long time. I've written some little shorts and things like that for companies I worked with. And then the last thing I did was I AD'd a film, assistant directed a film back in 2021. Whether it comes out or not, I have no idea. But that was such an enriching, challenging, difficult, wonderful time in my life where I felt like this is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And I'm around these amazing people and these actors, and people trust me, and I'm enacting this vision. I'm working directly with the director, and all of these things. I was just like, oh my God, I feel like I'm fulfilling my purpose. Now, I do not want to be an AD because AD's jobs are hard. I'd like to be a director. I'd like to be a writer. I would love to act. Architecture feeds really well into those things in terms of my education and my training. It's enough left brain and right brain, and I feel like film satisfies those things as well. So I really love that I got an architecture education. I feel like my future is in film. And probably it's the reason why I'm so devoted to getting this channel up and running, because I feel like there are stories to tell and there are things that I want to express. And this medium is it's just unlike any other. I love writing. I love designing buildings, but at the end of the day, like, I want to come home exhausted from work, but so satisfied and so rewarded. And I think that's why I'm in New York. I mean, like, kind of duh. Like, that's why I freaking packed up my life and moved here, was for film. But I have not committed. I have not committed to the bit. And I'm in this transitional moment right now in my life where I either am going to have to like go work for an architecture firm and just do that so that I can make a living, or I'm going to have to find a project that a house to design or something that I can have so that I can live while pursuing film, or I'm going to have to find something in the industry that allows me to do the thing that I want to do as well as getting paid for it. And I don't think that that's going to be an easy task. Like maybe I have the personality for it. Maybe I have the gumption for it. I believe that the skills are there. I believe that the personality is there, but I think the competition is fierce. And I just, if I'm being totally honest, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do next. But what I do know, I know one thing, and that is I would rather be poor doing what I love than rich and miserable. Now, shocker, I've never been rich. Didn't come from a rich family. I've been very fortunate that I've had college taken care of. That's huge. But like, I ain't getting any money. Like, it all comes down to me, actually like creating my own wealth. But I have a hard time believing that if I am truly engulfed and immersed in the thing that I love doing the most, that the money won't follow in some way. And just the more that I dwell on that, I'm in this transitional moment where I'm like, I have to decide. I have to decide where I'm going to be moving with all of this. Otherwise, I'm just kind of like going through life and not really immersing myself in what I want to. So yeah, I don't know what that looks like, but I know that film is calling me, and if I don't do something now in that capacity, I really feel like I'm just going to end up kicking the can down the road for years to come and then look back and be like, man, if I was just 37 again, I could just ... And here I am right now, like it has to happen. So my hope for myself, and if you're watching this and you don't know me, then welcome to this journey with me, because I don't know what it looks like. If you do know me, then you're hearing it from me and you can hold me accountable to this. But yeah, I think that this is my future, and I'm reading this book and I'm just like, oh, that's what I want. I want every single bit of that as a director. That just feels so fulfilling and so rewarding. So anyway, that's it. I'll probably have more on that later, but for now, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep writing. I'm going to keep ideating, and I feel like I'm getting there. I feel like I'm so close to committing and just jumping in. And I don't know what that means or what that looks like, but I've got to do it. So, okay, that's all. Glad I got this in. And I will see you tomorrow. Adios.